US geography facts you never knew.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to embark on a journey across the United States like never before.
All right, take me away.
Today, we'll uncover some of the most surprising and lesser-known geographical facts about this vast nation.
Okay.
From unique state distinctions to natural wonders, these revelations are sure to astonish and deepen your appreciation for America's diverse landscape. 1. The Triple Ocean Touch. When we think of the U.S. coastline, the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans typically come to mind. However, did you know that the United States also borders the Arctic Ocean? Alaska's northern shores extend into Arctic
You guys literally touch the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Arctic
waters, making the U.S. one of the few countries to touch 3 different oceans.
Mad.
2. California's extreme elevations. California boasts both the highest and lowest points in the contiguous United States. Mount Whitney stands tall at 14,505 feet.
Hey, have any of you guys climbed any mountains? Do we have any mountain climbers in chat?
While Badwater Basin in Death Valley sits at 279 feet below sea level.
Wait, that is mad about California. Don't California have like the lowest point and then also the highest point? Something like that, right? And it's right next to each other as well. That's nuts.
Remarkably, these two extremes are less than 100 miles apart, showcasing the state's dramatic and varied topography.
Man, look at that, dude. That's beautiful.
3. Connecticut's county conundrum.
What's that?
Unlike other U.S. states, Connecticut has no county governments. In 1959 and 1961, legislation was passed that removed the duties and functions of the state's 8 counties, rendering them merely geographical regions without governmental authority.
Wait. This whole county doesn't have a government? Does that mean they don't have to pay taxes? This whole county doesn't have a government. So, what happens then? Is it just a Wild West? They have a state government? Oh, okay, there's more to it than that then.
4th, Delaware's national park absence.
Right.
Delaware is the only state without any units of the national park system, such as national parks or monuments.
Okay.
This absence makes it unique among its peers, highlighting the state's distinct approach to preserving natural and historical sites. 5.
I don't know if that's a good, unique thing to have, though, because the national parks are beautiful, so.
Michigan's dual peninsulas. Michigan is the only state composed of 2 peninsulas, the upper and lower peninsulas.
Okay, right. You guys are literally in chat with me right now. What is a peninsula? What is that? What's a peninsula? You guys explain in simple terms? Anyone? Land that sticks out, surrounded on all but one side. Land surrounds on 3 sides of water. Oh, okay. Water on 3 sides. All right, so it's like surrounded by water. Okay.
Separated by the Straits of Mackinac. This unique geography gives Michigan the longest freshwater coastline in the United States, bordering 4 of the 5 Great Lakes.
Yeah, like Florida. Okay, yeah.
6. The Great Lakes' massive coastline. Speaking of the Great Lakes, did you know that Michigan has the longest freshwater coastline in the United States? Bordering 4 of the 5 Great Lakes, Michigan, Superior, Huron, and Erie, Michigan's extensive shoreline offers a diverse range of aquatic ecosystems and recreational opportunities.
So big.
7. The geographic center of North America. While often debated, the town of Rugby in North Dakota claims to be the geographic center of North America.
In North Dakota?
A stone monument in the town marks this point, though some argue that more precise calculations might place the center elsewhere.
Uh-oh, don't do that, then they gotta take down all this stuff.
Nonetheless, Rugby proudly embraces this unique geographical distinction. 8. Alaska's volcanic activity. Alaska isn't just the largest state by area, it's also one of the most geologically active. The state is home to over 130 volcanoes and volcanic fields that have been active within the last 2 million years.
Oh, not a long time then.
This makes Alaska a hotspot for volcanic activity.
Look at... Wait, bro, that was mad. Now, when I picture volcanoes, this is what I picture. This was like a beast. This was like an absolute beast.
Contributing to its rugged and dynamic landscape. 9. The Four Corners phenomenon.
That's
the Four
what
Corners
I painted,
is
yeah.
a unique landmark in the United States where 4 states, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado,
Hell yeah.
meet at a single point. It's the only point...
Compare mine. I don't know if you can really see it clearly, but there's mine. There's mine. Let me put you on full screen. Boom. You see my volcano? You see that right there? Look at that. That's the Alaskan volcano. Boom.
In the U.S. where the boundaries of 4 states intersect.
Identical.
Allowing visitors to stand in 4 states simultaneously. 10. The East-West Continental Divide. While many are familiar with the Continental Divide that separates river systems flowing to the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, there's also an East-West Continental Divide.
What's that?
In Minnesota, a point known as the Hill of Three Waters marks the division where waters can flow north to Hudson Bay, east to the Atlantic Ocean, or south to the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
11. The tallest mountain from base to peak.
Isn't it Denali?
While Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above sea level, Hawaii's Mauna Kea is the tallest when measured from its base on the...
Oh, wait, okay. Isn't Denali in America, though? Denali's in America, right?
Above sea level, Hawaii's Mauna Kea is the tallest
Mauna
when
Kea.
measured from its base on the ocean floor to its peak,
Is Denali the second tallest mountain, then?
totaling over 33,000 feet. However, only 13,796 feet of Mauna Kea are above sea level, making it an often overlooked giant.
Okay.
12th, the longest cave system. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky holds the title for the world's longest known cave system, with more than 400 miles of surveyed passageways.
Bro, that is actually insane. 400 miles. There's pretty much half the length of the whole entire UK. 400 miles. In fact, it's more than half, I reckon. 400 miles, bro, of just cave systems.
This extensive network of underground
That's
tunnels
nuts.
offers a unique glimpse into geological history and subterranean ecosystems. 13. The oldest city in the U.S., St. Augustine, Florida, founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers, is the oldest...
The length of the UK from Land's End in Cornwall to John's Grots in Scotland is 838 miles. Yeah, so literally half of the UK. It's longer than England, that cave system. Mad.
continuously inhabited European established settlement in the continental United States. Its
England is 300 miles long. And the cave system's 400 miles. That's nuts.
rich history is evident in its well-preserved architecture and cobblestone streets. 14. The smallest state with the longest name. Rhode Island, the smallest state by area, has the longest official name. The State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations.
Okay, yeah, that is long.
This name reflects the
That is
state's
long.
early colonial history and the merging of different settlements. 15. The river that flows north. While most rivers flow south due to the slope of the land, the Nile in Egypt isn't the only major river that flows north. In the United States, the Monongahela River flows north from West Virginia into Pennsylvania, where it joins the Allegheny River to form the Ohio River. 16th, the state with the most lakes.
Michigan.
Minnesota is famous.
I'm not uploading this video. I'm not uploading. GG's. GG's. I'm not uploading this video. I'm not uploading it. I'm not getting roasted in the goddamn comments again, bro. It was a mistake. It was a Oh, I meant Minnesota. I meant...
known as the Land of 10,000 Lakes, but Alaska surpasses it with over 3 million lakes.
That's nuts. 3 million is ridiculous, man. Yeah, Alaska's nuts. 3 million is ridiculous.
These bodies of water range...
You say edit, Will, but I'm going to forget to edit.
...from small ponds to massive lakes, contributing significantly to Alaska's diverse ecosystems.
Beautiful.
17. The only state with a tropical rainforest.
Isn't it Florida?
Hawaii is home to the only tropical rainforest in the United States.
Wait, oh my God. Listen, am I stupid? Did I just really say Florida's got a tropical rainforest? Am I actually stupid? I meant the tropical climate. I meant the tropical climate. Florida's one of the only states that have to be in the tropical climate area, right? The bottom of Florida. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Hawaii is home to the only tropical rainforest in the United States. The lush forests on the islands receive abundant rainfall, supporting a rich diversity of plant and animal life found nowhere else in the country.
Cool.
18. The tallest sand dunes in North America.
New York? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Colorado's Great Sand Dunes National Park is home to the tallest sand dunes in North America. These massive dunes, some reaching heights of over 750 feet,
it don't look real.
are nestled against the backdrop of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains.
Is this where they filmed Star Wars? It don't look real, bro.
What makes them even more fascinating is that they are constantly shifting and reshaping due to wind and weather. 19. New York.
They filmed Star Wars on Mars? Oh, that was it. My bad. I got it wrong.
New York, the city with an underground waterfall.
What?
New York City hides a natural wonder in the least likely of places. Deep underground in the Bronx, the New York Botanical Garden has a 40-foot natural waterfall cascading through the Bronx River Gorge.
Underground?
This hidden gem is an unexpected oasis in one of the most densely populated cities in the world. 20. A desert with snow.
That.
When you think of deserts, snow probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind. But every few years, the White Sands National Park in New Mexico gets a light dusting of snow.
What?
The contrast between the white gypsum sand dune...
Look at that. That's stunning. That is actually unreal.
...and the snow is breathtakingly surreal, offering a rare sight in this already unique landscape.
Mad.
21st. Alaska's midnight sun and polar night. Because of its position near the Arctic Circle, parts of Alaska experience the midnight sun, where the sun remains visible at midnight during summer.
Tripping.
Conversely, during the winter, towns like Barrow, now known as Utqiagvik, endure weeks of darkness, known as the polar night.
That is tripping.
This dramatic phenomenon has a profound effect on the daily lives and cultures of Alaskans.
Yeah, chat, I can't lie. Like, wait, what am I kidding? I barely go outside anyway. So I would be fine. But that would be weird. Like, if you went out all the time and, like, you're going out midday and it's pitch black, that's weird.
22nd. Lake Superior's Shipwreck Coast. Lake Superior, the largest freshwater lake by surface area in the world, has a darker side, the Shipwreck Coast. Along its southeastern shore in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, over 350 shipwrecks have been recorded.
What?
The cold, clear waters have preserved many of these sunken vessels, making it a hauntingly beautiful destination for divers and historians.
Why is so many sinking?
23, Kansas. Flatter than a pancake? It's often joked that Kansas is flat, but science has confirmed that this is almost true.
Rough waters?
A 2003 study compared the flatness of Kansas to a pancake and it found that the state is indeed flatter than a typical pancake.
Wait, wait, you telling me a bunch of scientists made a pancake and then put it over the whole of Kansas? How you get a pancake big enough? How you get a pancake big enough? How have you done that? So the whole state of Kansas was just filled with pancakes. How can you compare a state to a pancake? Yeah, you need a big pan. But then again, they do say everything's bigger in America. Like, if anyone's going to make a pancake the size of Kansas, it's America, right?
This flat terrain makes it an excellent place to witness expansive horizons and stunning sunsets. 24, the world's longest continuous bar. Missouri is home to the boothill, a small southeastern part of the state shaped like a boot.
Okay.
This strange geographic feature exists because of a land dispute in the early 1800s. A farmer named John Walker wanted to keep his land in Missouri rather than have it reassigned to the Arkansas Territory, and his petition succeeded. As a result, the state's border was drawn around his property. 25, the Magnetic Hill in Pennsylvania. In Bedford County, Pennsylvania, there's a hill where gravity seems to work in reverse. Cars left in neutral appear to roll uphill. This gravity hill phenomenon is actually an optical illusion created by the surrounding landscape, but it remains a popular and mystifying roadside attraction.
Wait. So it just, the illusion looks like you're actually rolling downhill, but it looks like you're rolling up the hill? Oh, no, we need to go on that.
26. The U.S. has a pyramid in North Dakota. Yes, you heard that right. In Nakoma, North Dakota, there's a massive concrete pyramid that looks like it belongs in ancient Egypt or outer space.
Is it government building?
However, this structure is a Cold War relic. It was part of a missile defense system meant to detect incoming threats from the Soviet Union. Today, it stands abandoned, a strange reminder of a tense era in history.
Yo, come on, like, you can't abandon that. Look how cool it looks. Use it for some sort of military or like even alien tech discovering site. I don't know, bro. It's a cool ass building. You gotta put it to some use.
27th, Vermont's no billboards rule. Driving through Vermont, you might notice something unusual. There are no billboards.
Oh, really?
In 1968, Vermont banned billboards to preserve its natural beauty and scenic landscapes. As a result, the state offers uninterrupted views of its rolling hills, forests, and small towns. A refreshing change from the cluttered highways of many other states. 28th, the shortest river in the U.S. The Roe River in Montana holds the title of the shortest river in the United States, flowing just 201 feet between Giant Springs and the Missouri River. Despite its small size, it's a mighty waterway, with crystal clear water bubbling.
That's what I tried to say, but, you know, never mind.
From one of the world's largest freshwater springs. 29, a town that moved across the border. When the Mississippi River changed course in 1876, the town of Kaskaskia, Illinois, ended up on the Missouri side of the river.
Okay.
Despite being physically located in Missouri, the town remains part of Illinois. Today, Kaskaskia is an isolated and intriguing anomaly of geography. 30. Cool. The northernmost, southernmost, easternmost, and westernmost
Alaska.
Points. Did you know that Alaska holds all of these distinctions?
See, chat, I know my geography, man. I know my geography.
Alaska's Point Barrow is the northernmost point in the U.S., and its southernmost point is found on the Aleutian Islands. Because the Aleutian Islands cross the 180th meridian, Alaska also claims the westernmost and easternmost points in the country. making it the only state to span 2 hemispheres.
Mad.
31. Nevada, more than just desert. While Nevada is famously associated with the arid landscapes of Las Vegas and the Mojave Desert, it's actually the most mountainous state in the contiguous U.S. Nevada, boasts over 300 mountain ranges, with peaks reaching heights of more than 13,000 feet. This rugged terrain is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts.
I actually love mountains in the background. I really love them.
A river that disappears underground. The Lost River in Indiana lives up to its name.
I would love to live in like a mountainous area.
It flows for a short distance before disappearing into a series of underground caverns and re-emerging miles away.
Huh?
This unusual phenomenon has puzzled scientists for years and highlights the state's fascinating karst topography. 33rd, a county bigger than 10 states.
How is that possible?
San Bernardino County in California is the largest county in the United States, spanning over 20,000 square miles. To put that into perspective, it's larger than each of the 10 smallest U.S. states, including Rhode Island and Delaware. Despite its size, much of the county is sparsely populated desert. 34. The U.S. capital's mysterious borders. Washington, D.C. isn't part of any state, but did you know its original borders were shaped like a perfect diamond? In 1791, the capital was carved out of land donated by Maryland and Virginia. However, the portion from Virginia was retroceded in 1846, altering its original shape. 35th, Mount Rushmore's hidden chamber.
Oh, now we're talking.
Behind Abraham Lincoln's head on Mount Rushmore,
now this is like some Egypt business right here. Find some treasure.
Is a hidden room known as the Hall of Records. Intended to store important documents and artifacts,
go in there?
The room was never completed due to funding issues. Today, it remains an intriguing part of the monument's history, accessible only to park officials.
Bro, that's so cool. Mount Rushmore.
From breathtaking natural wonders to quirky man-made surprises, the geography of the United States.
You thought that was well known? No, I didn't really know much about this right here. Like, obviously I know about Mount Rushmore, but I never knew about this part here. Didn't know about that.
Accessible only to park officials. From breathtaking natural wonders to quirky man-made surprises, the geography of the United States is as diverse as it is fascinating.
Bro, that's what makes it so good. Like, you literally got so many different things in America. It's so different in every single part. It's mad. And like, compared it to the UK, because the UK is so small, UK is pretty much the same throughout all of it. You got some parts that are kind of different, but nothing like to the extremes of America.